I'm at slide 3. So the first and the basic question is, why do we need DevOps? I mean, so of the various reasons that we would actually come to know as I walk through the presentation, if I have to signal out, one particular reason as to why do we need a DevOps, would be automation. I mean, industry realized this when we did application test automation, and now with the growing market needs, there is a clear case need for application deployment automation. This is the data, the data that you see in this slide. Some of the companies have been in wrong reasons in the media for delivering something which was misconfigured, or they were not ready for upgrades, or they already released something which clearly there was a gap between what the development was doing and what was being released. One thing that we need to understand is, gone are the days when applications were single components, and these components were single deployable. So, install of a component would actually go up and install the software for you. So typically now when we talk about software is typically, amalgamation of many components that come together. So if I'm talking about, browsing a bank website on my mobile phone, it would be typically a web application that is in the front end. I would be talking to a web application server in the middle layer, and which would be talking to a mainframe server in the back end. So, when we actually talk about deploying our software or making, getting it out in the market, it's basically all these components come together. So, they have to be orchestrated in a way wherein we typically realize that, which are the systems that have gone under change. Having said that, clearly there is a need for automation in the deployment space, because we know that anything that is manual is costly and error prone. Even if I have to tie my shoelace up 100 times, I'm sure I'll make some mistakes. So even if in a trivial job like that, if I'm supposed to make mistakes, how can actually we ignore the space of deployment automation? So clearly we saw that there is a gap. There is a gap in deploying software. There is a gap because of growing customer needs. So DevOps is definitely a way forward, wherein we are basically trying to bring development and operations organization together, so that they basically see the same blueprint, they see the same dashboard, they see the same executable, and our software is release ready in all phases of software development. So that is a typical brief about DevOps, the urgency of DevOps, and let's look at in another slide what are the key challenges. Where are we going wrong? So typically, if we see in a development organization, most of the organization has started following agile methodology. So while development is becoming fast, I mean we have our scrum, we have our iterations, we have our releases, but the momentum has not been transitioned when we talk about deployment. So if typically I am a developer and if I am building a software, it's quite common that on a development like environment I would be working on a Tomcat server, but once that software gets deployed in a production like environment, it could be a web application server. So there's clearly a mismatch between the environments that a developer typically works and the environment in which the software typically gets deployed. Also, we all, being in the industry, we always have common situations wherein a software is working well within the environment of the company, but when it gets deployed at real customer location, I mean, we see issues. So, the bridge is that there is a clear gap between a customer-like environment. And why do we have that gap? I mean, why can't we have that environment in, let's say, development organization? Is because clearly the number of hours that somebody has to spend on creating that environment. I mean, that environment itself is like, for example, you have to run a series of scripts to deploy your web application server on some particular component. And then for every change, it becomes a little difficult to basically bring all these components together, recreate an environment. So typically you would need an automated tool to do all those things for you. I mean, there has to be a tool, there has to be a strategy, there has to be a mechanism wherein deployment is just a task of clicking on a button, and whether a developer makes some change on the code, he can actually test that change on a production-like environment. Similarly, once he's satisfied with whatever he has done, he can basically promote that change to a test environment. The testing team can again take those changes with a click of button, recreate the environment, test those changes in a production-like environment, and once they're satisfied, they might pass on that particular build or release to a certification team. And like for and similarly, it reaches the operations team. So clearly, all these teams have the same shared view of what is happening. And at any point in time, we know that, okay, fine, really, version 1 of the software is fine with the development, fine with the certification team, but version 1.1 has some problem which has been the development team. So if we have to release a software, you can always release a software which is actually testable in a production-like environment. So with agile methodology, when we are talking about development is in pace, but because of the lack of automation in the deployment space, the pace has not picked up. Again, time to market. As I said, these days it's all about opportunistic market. I mean, we cannot wait for scheduled releases to happen, let's say in a year or two, probably 6 months to come. So think about two banks websites, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, or any other website. They always are gazing at customer feedback. They have to incorporate that feedback. And the time to market is very opportunistic. I mean, we cannot rely on scheduled releases. So to have that kind of an environment, to actually rely on that kind of environment, there is nothing but, you need to have something automated. Your deployment has to be automated. Also, we have seen over the years that, release engineers, while we have too many of developers, testers, all around managers, but release engineering has been a space wherein it has been in favor of a selected few. Only selected few people have all that knowledge. So it's people who are doing release engineering. The knowledge is very centric to what they are doing. I mean, its knowledge is very centric to a person. Inside a person. I mean, it's not generic to a tool. So, if a person decides to leave an organization or probably decides to, I mean, there is too much of a dependency on an individual when we talk about release engineering, because, the person has to understand the complexity of the application and, the life cycle, how things interact with each other. So we clearly need some tool in space wherein, the tool understands the flow, the tool understands the mechanisms, the intricacies, the complexity. So definitely. Also, now when we talk about major releases, a release manager typically is a person who's talking to 100 people. He's talking to test engineers, production engineers, he's talking to development engineers, and then there are a whole bunch of issues whether the certification has passed. We have tools in place. I don't say, I mean, we, even if we talk about Rational, we had certain tools with the name of Rational Team Consult, which for some extent might help in doing, release management. But typically we do not have a, one kind of a tool which is typically built for release managers, or, I would call it as spreadsheet killers. So when we talk about release management, we also need that, the release managers has to orchestrate both the release automation, the release, as well as the management process. So there needs to be a mechanism, a tool, or a methodology which basically helps realize the same. So the basic purpose of this slide is to make you understand that we clearly need DevOps. And where are we going wrong? I mean, we clearly identified that there is a mismatch between the speeds of being development and of deployment, and being with the changing market trends. So let's go further and see what are the evolving customer and market expectations. As we already